I'm Isabel from Excited Cats, and today we're going over 8 reasons why your cat is peeing on furniture and how you can stop this. Before we begin, Millie asked me to ask you guys if you please don't want to subscribe to this channel. She absolutely loves having you here and she wants to see more of you. So if you want to see more of her and learn cool things about cats, please consider subscribing to this channel. Number 1, your cat has a medical problem. If your cat was using his litter box without any problems and suddenly started urinating on your couch or anywhere else outside of his litter box, you should start by taking him to the vet to rule out any medical conditions. Some medical conditions that stop your cat from using their litter box include conditions that make it painful or uncomfortable to urinate, such as bladder stones, urinary tract infection, and even arthritis. These conditions make urinating quite painful, and your cat may have made an association between the pain they feel when they're urinating and the litter box. So for that reason, they might avoid their litter box completely and choose to urinate somewhere else. If you have an older cat and you notice that he's showing distress while attempting to urinate, take him to your veterinarian as soon as possible. Number 2, your cat could be in distress. Maybe you've introduced a new pet or a baby into your household. Perhaps you've moved or a loved one has moved out. These are all significant changes that will have an impact on your cat. Cats prefer to have everything remain the same. They are creatures of habit. So if something has changed, even if it's for the better, and your cat is feeling tremendously stressed or anxious, it could be urinating in inappropriate places because of this stress. If you're about to introduce your cat to a potentially stressful event, talk to your vet about anti-anxiety remedies and calming agents beforehand. Number 3, your cat's litter box could be the problem. It might also be an issue with your litter box or the litter itself. Most cats don't like litter boxes with a cover or liners, or perhaps the box isn't large enough. It should be 1.5 times larger than your cat. I remember when Millie moved to my new place, she didn't use the litter box at all. She luckily didn't urinate on my furniture, but she didn't eliminate for quite a long time, which obviously isn't healthy. I only realized later on that her litter box was way too small. I don't know how I didn't realize this at first, but once I changed to a bigger, more spacious litter box, she urinated immediately, which was a huge sigh of relief. Sometimes it can also be the litter that's the problem. Most cats prefer a fine or medium clumping litter that are easy on their paws and ideally one that's unscented. Some scents can deter cats from using or even going near the litter box. Set up several temporary litter boxes with different kinds of litter so your cat can pick and choose which litter they will tolerate. You should also be sure to clean the litter box frequently. You need to scoop it out once a day and give it a deeper clean once a week. If there are too many foul stains, they will opt to eliminate elsewhere. Number 4, the location of the litter box could be wrong. If your cat's litter box is located in a loud, busy, stressful part of the house, close to a doorway or loud noises, they might avoid it completely. It's recommended to have the litter box on the main floor and in a private and quiet location. Even cats need privacy. Number 5, litter box accessibility could be the issue. If you have a small kitten or a senior cat or any cat with mobility issues, getting into the litter box could be a barrier. You need to ensure that the sides of the litter box aren't too high, or your cat might decide to pee anywhere else that's more accessible than their litter box. Number 6, you have a multi-cat household. If you have more than one cat in your household, you have to ensure that there are enough litter boxes for them. It's highly recommended that you have one litter box per cat plus an extra one. So if you have 3 cats, you're gonna have 4 litter boxes. Conflict will more than likely occur if there aren't enough boxes, and there are occasions when one cat might stop the other cat from entering the litter box, which will create a highly stressful situation. Number 7, your cat's marking their territory. Some cats, both male and female, are known to mark their territory by using squatting and spraying urination methods. This can especially happen if you have introduced a new pet into your household. Your old pet might get a little bit intimidated and territorial, and they might want to mark their territory. This can also happen if your cat hasn't been spayed or neutered and mating behavior instincts are kicking in. If you get your cat spayed or neutered while still young, the marking behavior will stop. Number 8, you have a new cat. If your cat has been newly adopted, he will need time to adjust to his new home and life. This kind of stress can result in your new cat peeing in other appropriate areas until he settles in. Make sure to check out our video about what you can expect and some tips when bringing a new cat home and you want the transition to happen peacefully. Okay, so now that we've gone through all of the reasons why your cat is peeing on furniture, let's look at ways that you can stop this behavior. How you fix the problem is going to be based entirely on why your cat is peeing outside of the litter box in the first place. As discussed earlier, if you're still unsure why your cat is peeing on your furniture and avoiding his litter box, and you can rule out most of the above mentioned points, then you should probably take your cat to the veterinarian. Your vet can help determine if the problem has resulted from a medical condition or if it's stemming from something else, such as anxiety, and they'll be able to give you some suggestions on fixing the problem. If you're pretty sure this behavior is not due to a medical condition, then there are some things that you can try to fix the problem. You can put your cat's litter in a box in a separate spot in the house. Make sure that it's quiet and that he feels safe. If he still avoids the litter box, try putting several different litter boxes in other areas, and this will give your cat some options. Try placing some treats and cat toys close to the litter box, and avoid putting your cat's food close to the litter box, as cats do not want to urinate and defecate near their food. If you have a bunch of different litter boxes set up with different litter and in different spots, see which one your cat likes the most and then stick with that spot in the house where it's placed and stick with the litter that you used. If you feel that you've tried absolutely everything I just said and you've ruled out a medical condition, then you should consider talking to an animal behaviorist. Although it's really frustrating when your cat is peeing in places they're not supposed to, there are some things that you as cat owners should avoid doing. Don't use any kind of ammonia-based cleaners to try and clean up your cat's urine. Urine smells like ammonia, so it will actually encourage your cat to continue to pee in the same spot. Only use enzyme-based cleaners. Do not carry or drag your cat to put him in the litter box, and do not scold him as he just won't understand. Never ever rub their nose in their own urine, as they won't understand what this means and it'll only incite fear, and it could potentially break your bond. Don't place your cat in a small enclosure with his litter box for an extended period of time. This will only make him want to avoid it more. For more in-depth, vet-approved advice about this topic, please refer to the full article on our website. I'll provide the link in the description. You're also more than welcome to ask any questions surrounding this topic in the comment section. One of our vets will get back to you. There are many reasons why your cat could choose to pee on the bed or the couch or other pieces of furniture, and there's also many ways that we can potentially go about fixing this problem. It's absolutely vital that you first establish that your cat is healthy and that he's not experiencing any stress. So you might need to bring him into your vet first to rule out any medical conditions. Even if your cat isn't showing any physical ailments, you should still consider taking them to the vet, because your vet might be able to figure out something that you won't be able to and give you some options on what you can do about it. As cat owner, you have to be understanding and patient with them and do everything in your power to help them when they're not feeling 100%. If you like learning cool things about your cat and you found this video useful, please consider subscribing to this channel. We post new cat care videos each and every Monday, and you can also catch Dr. Katie Avalar, our veterinarian, every second Monday for some cool cat care tips and tricks and information that's going to help you get to know your cat even better. Thank you for watching and see you next time.